Bins on. Okay. Alan Wake 10th anniversary special playthrough. Part 2, episode 2, Alan Wake. Yeah. Stream part 1 yesterday, so if you're checking this out now, make sure you go back onto my Twitch channel, check out part 1, or if you're watching on YouTube, part 1 is also on there. Make sure you check that out as well. But yeah, we're going to get it cracking. What's the time now? Time's 9:15. I've got work tomorrow, so I'm going to just crack on with episode 2 of Alan Wake. Yeah, we get it popping. Let's get going. Let's get going right now. So here we go. Alan Wake. Just make sure my settings stayed as they are. Why does the grass distance never like stay as it is? It just doesn't sort of save it on each playthrough. I don't know why, it's a bit strange, but anyway, yeah, let's continue.
Previously on Alan Wake, I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Okay, so we've gone back in time here. A bit of a flashback of his life before, you know, all that shit went down. Okay.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
A brand new TV. 32-inch. Alan Wake, as a successful author, has only got a 32-inch TV. So yeah, guys, I really enjoyed the stream yesterday. I tell you, it's fantastic getting back to Alan Wake again after all these years. Like I kept reiterating on that stream last night, it's one of my favourite games of all time, definitely. Loved it.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
You dirty. So this is the Alan Wake library. So what books has he wrote? The Fall of Casey, an Alex Casey thriller. The Things That I Want, Alex Casey. What I Can't Forget, and Return to Sender. So they're all the books written by Alan Wake. He is an author, of course. So we've got another manuscript. So this is from episode 2.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. The gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Sounds like Max Payne. 3 years ago, in a happier time, Wake returns home in New York after running errands.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
Right,
I'm
so
right here.
there's
I'm on it, honey.
Please
let me have a look.
hurry.
1 minute. There's another one of them QR scanners. Let me see if that one also takes me to the Facebook page.
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry.
Huh. Turns out this isn't too bad, even if you're not sitting on a couch when you play
I
it.
really
Who
need
knew?
those lights on.
How strange. So it actually creates a note. Very strange. So I scan that.
Alan,
I'm not sure if you
please.
can see that, but that's
Check
what
the
comes up.
fuse box. It's in the hallway.
Very strange. These I can't remember these QR scans from the original. I don't know if this is just a PC version thing or if these have been patched in at some point. I have no idea. I can't remember from the original.
This, Alan. Please.
Alright, Alice. Jesus.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
The present day back in Bright Falls.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Let's just search this area before we go talking to Sarah. See if there's anything we can find.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if If you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
So there's Bright Falls and there's Cauldron Lake Lodge. So as you can see right in the middle there, can't
You're
zoom in.
good to go, Mr. Wake. Sarah's probably waiting.
It's not actually on the map. The island where they were, it's not actually on the map. Which she did say that there is no island anymore at Cauldron Lake. It got well, whenever the volcano erupted back in the 70s, it disappeared. So as you can see, it's not actually there on the map.
The sheriff wanted to see you in her office.
Well, go in, give it a bit of context. Jesus, pushing me along. Missing Richard Bow, Bruce Danske, Jacob Miller on a camping trip. Overdue, haven't been in contact. If you've seen them or know their whereabouts, please call. Thank you. Have you seen this man? Disappeared the 20th of June 2007. Identifying features. Knack for winning contest.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
No, I'll come back to you in a minute. Let me finish investigating this police station. Oh, what was that? Read. What was that? Just that. Let's continue on.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Yeah, I guess so. Right, that's it. Here we go. Coffee thermos. I would have missed that. Got the manuscripts.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Chains out. I think that's about...
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
That's about it for the investigating in the...
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Anything else?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood
Mr. Wake,
National
can I
Park.
help you with
There's a spot
anything?
called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course,
Hey,
Mr.
can you
Wake.
turn
You
the
can
light?
get there through
The
the cell
light's
corridor.
on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
In here! Hey! Hey!
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Yeah, we'll just investigate a tiny bit first, huh?
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition. No point in getting all worked up yet.
No point indeed.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Manuscripts.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers. A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
He's fast asleep now.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. but I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about
Hi,
you, too.
Rose.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high?
One minute, guys. Mrs. texting me.
I'd come here to rent a cabin, where I could wait till midnight.
Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
Do
and
you
everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
What's she on about now? Oh god, my eyes are killing today. Been a long day at work. Busy day. Right, let's go see what Rusty's got to say.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegally
You
used here.
can't
Hell,
just
you're
go
not
and
supposed
meet
to
a
hunt within the park at
kidnapper.
all.
Those
That doesn't
situations
stop
always
some
end up in
robots.
disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Ain't nobody lying here, dude. Some fishy's going down.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Thank you.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
We have a choice. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Right, we've been down here yet. Did I come down this way?
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
COVID.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Batteries, no coffee thermos. Alright, let's head out. atmosphere in this game is incredible. Love it.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Watch the door now.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
That's how I feel a lot of the time recently with this COVID going around. Going psycho, yo, like proper psycho.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I implore you all to go buy this game. It's like £2 at the moment on sale. You owe it to yourself to play this game. If you like horror type games, thriller type games, mystery type games, adventure games, go play Alan Wake.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
So that's the doctor that we're actually talking to in the police station.
Now I just like to take my time and
excuse me.
It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Okay, let's continue. Oh shit! Fucking hell. Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. It's not good. A little jump scare. Appreciate it. Oh. mean, the thing is, you just would not catch me walking through it all on my Billy Todd. It's just not something I'd be prepared to do. Sorry, but no. Ain't catching me walking alone through here at night. These big old woods. Not me. Calm down. Calm down. Let's watch an episode of Night Springs.
The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode. The Man in the Mirror.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror. The man in the mirror. The man in the mirror.
He's a weird one. So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison.
I'm going to prison.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Night Springs. You know, I think the way that I'm playing this game right now is the best way to play it, and is actually the same way I played the game when I originally played it when it first came out on 360. So I literally played one episode a night. So obviously the game set out into episodes, and I literally played one episode per night, like I was like watching a TV show. And I just think it was the perfect way to actually play this game. I've already been in there, haven't I? Oh, what's that noise now? What's kicking off out here? Some birds. Dude, like literally only you will be addicted to the Power Rangers fighting game. Isn't that like the most recent one as well that they released not too long ago, like last year or something? I've seen that on sale actually a couple of times. Power Rangers fighting game. But I'd have to be the Red Ranger. The Red Ranger slash... Well, the Red Ranger or the Green slash White Ranger. If they use the original characters anyway. So the Red Ranger was Jason and the Green slash White Ranger was Tommy, I believe, in the original Power Rangers. Who else did they have? They had, I think, Zach. Was it Zach? As the Black Ranger, possibly. Or was it Adam? I think Billy was the Blue Ranger. Kimberly was the Pink Ranger. You had Trini as the Yellow Ranger. I don't know if I'm missing anyone. I'm trying to think who the Black Ranger was. I can't remember if it was Adam or Zach. I don't know. I might be completely wrong with that. But the original Power Rangers was always the best to me.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Everything's coming true, that's why. Fallen Rock Zone.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
It's all kicking off down here.
Hello?
Mr. Wake?
As long as they got characters from the original, I'll be happy with that.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
I'll
Whatever
be
did
right
this couldn't be barred.
back.
Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Lord said, is Rita in it? Can you play as Rita?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. The gate to Lover's Peak was locked.
Coffee thermos. Getting these collectibles in here, yeah. Okay, sure we get them all. As much as we can, anyway. Ah, Rita's not in it. That's no good.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken wood stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Wake reaches a safe
At the
haven
last
of
instant,
light.
I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. I was too late.
Oops.
Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
Let's go.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
I just need hunting licenses.
Oh yeah.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
Is only permitted.
Who urges up part? License, obey! At all doings. No! Never!
Railroad goes in 100 yards.
2 bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife closer than
25 yards.
That's us babies.
All times.
Never leave your pet.
Pet unattended.
Come on, Rusty, what are you doing?
It is
Against the law.
to remove any
Natural objects.
or historical artifacts from the park.
Gross.
Making me dizzy, what's going on?
This includes even you may even simple berries.
Okay, I got him then. Oh, headshot, look at that. Under a thin layer of skin, achievement unlocked. Oh yeah. That last shot being a headshot was just like the icing on the cake. Oh shit! I didn't even see him. Oh, not this time, buddy. Oh. Boom. With a vengeance right there. No, I'm not ready to go down there yet. I don't think I've finished exploring this area. Oh. Sure we're not missing any more manuscript pages. Like, what's this bit? I don't think I've been in here. Ah, see, coffee thermos. See, I knew it. I think that's the only thing left though. Yeah, I think we can move on now. Checkpoint reached. So there's that pool of light he was talking about.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Are we still continuing down that way? I guess so, but let's just see what's over this way a minute. Another checkpoint, pick up manuscript page. Forget that. Just these final thoughts.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
I just love the environment in this game, I really do. I just think it's fantastic, creepy setting. People might think it a bit samey, like walking through the woods and stuff, but I just think it's really great. It just sets that mood off right, the atmosphere and everything.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
And we're gonna go into Moonshine Cave. Arrows are telling us so. Now we should get a flare gun then down here. Site of frequent bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition. Get a shotgun. Not that I've used it yet, but lithium batteries. So it was a shotgun. That was the goodie there. So not a flare gun at the moment. Go, let's go. happens. That is what happens. Don't sneak up on me in the dark. Won't do you any good. Oh God, my eyes are killing me. It's so bloody hurting now. So tired. Nearly done this chapter though. Well, we'll go this way. We don't want to go straight to the destination, we want to explore a bit. Manuscript.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Is that all we've got here? Not got a coffee thermos anywhere that I can see. And if we go too far off that beaten track, they're going to come for me. Get lost, Alan. They'll come for you. They'll come for you, mate. The great old one, found by lightning. So smooth. Oh. Oh, that was close. Can't do that wasn't fair. Get it now. Them headshots off for you. The Great Old One fell by lightning in 1937. This exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. I've not got many bullets now, guys. Leave me alone. Let's just run a bit. Get to the light, get into the light. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh no. go. Right, I just need to get some batteries now. Here we go, maybe. Oh, ammo, I mean, yeah, battery, ammo. Didn't give me a lot of ammo though. Axes in there. Coffee thermos. There's one down there. I wonder if I drop down there, would I actually die? Or are we gonna go down that way anyway? I don't necessarily want to risk it. Just looks just great. So Lover's Peak is that way. I wonder if we are actually going to go down to that way where I just seen that coffee thermos. I hope so, 'cause I don't want to miss it.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
I got enough batteries for these dudes. Not batteries, enough ammo. Oh no. I ain't got enough battery. I ain't got enough bullets for all these. What's going on? Keep going, Alan. Keep going. Oh my god, what the hell? I don't have enough ammo for all them dudes. Oh, do you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Let me see if I can make this jump. Now I'm probably gonna die. But, you know, I'm not sure. Let me just see. It doesn't seem that long away. I can do it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so you're not supposed to go that way. That's fair enough. So you're just gonna die immediately. What the f... Oh, come on. Don't be getting stuck on the environment now. Come on, Alan. Let's take this dude out first. What the? Oh my god. I'm just gonna die again. I'm gonna die again. I don't get it. Don't get it. Maybe I need to bring them. Maybe I need to bring them back up there instead of light, because I'm gonna keep dying otherwise. I'm guessing I need to take them all out, but it's quite a lot of them. And they're running after you like that. Jeez. Right, go, Alan. Keep running, Alan. Keep running, Alan. Keep running. Get you back into the light, Alex. Oh my god. Come on, Alan. Come on, Alan. Get back into the light, Alan. Get back into the light. Get back. Oh, no, 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 no. I was right there. I was right there. What? No way. Right, I guess I'm just gonna have to try to take him out. Oh, I've got a shotgun. I forgot about that. Right, let's go. Right, let's do this. Shotgun. Okay, that wasn't that hard. Jesus. But I've got like one shotgun bullet now. So yeah, that ain't the best, being honest. I could do with finding some bullets. I was peeked that way, but that coffee thermos was down here, I'm sure it was. Let's move that now. There it is. But I need some bullets though, that's the thing. I got like no bullets. Dates from 1846, the year of the Oregon Treaty. This tree, the tree this ring was cut from, started growing in 1846. The year of the Oregon Treaty was signed. Other notable events marked on the rings. The Washington Territory was formed. The founding of the Bright Falls Mining Corporation and the town itself. Washington was granted statehood. Tree damaged in a forest fire. The Bright Falls Mining Corporation closes its doors after a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake. Mount St. Helens erupts, yeah. Tree fell by storm. So we've got the coffee thermos, but we ain't got no bullets. Nightingale's arrival.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls.
I'm not
His
surprised.
revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
So the Elderwood National Forest.
gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Yeah, but we ain't got many of them, dude, so come on.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
Oh, I ain't got any left. Oh my god. I got no more flares. Oh, there's the flares. There's the flares.
Because that's
Come
the way
on,
the story
dude.
goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. What I got for you? How's that, huh? Monster! Damn it!
Keep shooting. All gone? Checkpoint read. That should be all of them now, yeah?
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
I got
Are you
like
kidding?
one
Give me the
flare.
gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
I've got like one flare.
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Oh, yeah, but when he's smacking me with all these things. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose it, dude. Because now I'm stuck. Come on, man. Come on.
That's right. Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no
god.
can do.
Yeah, but
Are you
still
kidding?
only
Give me
got
the
one
gun.
flare.
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Oh, dude. Come on. I'm gonna go to bed.
A little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Ah! Okay. It's open. Move it or lose it.
To the light, Alan. Get into the light.
You just keep coming. Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All
Oh
cozy
yeah,
and
I am
safe.
now. Took you long, you know.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon. This is it, Wake. A last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Right.
Die already, die! Huh? That's what I got for you! Like that, boy? Huh?
Come on, kill him. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Come on, come on. Oh, come on. Hey!
Keep coming. See? Nothing to it.
Oh, that should be it now.
Let's cut the act now.
Woo!
Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her at all.
Oh my god, Alan, come on, dude. You're always causing fights.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We're getting all these flares now. She's cool and all.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Oh, hang on. Where was I? Up here. Right, so that's actually a bear trap, so I don't want to put my foot in it. Another bear trap. Another. Oh god! Okay, now I'm actually scared.
It hurt like hell. I was sick.
Oh yeah, it's a bloody bear trap. It is gonna hurt like hell. No, I'm stuck. Oh my god. You get stuck on the environment.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice!
I need to go.
Do you hear me? Come back here!
Come on.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power.
Yeah.
But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
We've read that one.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it...
So, yeah, we've done that one. So, can I actually... Is this the way to go? Well, I'm guessing it's a way to go. Or did I just go the wrong way in the beginning? Because that's taking me back up that way, innit? Yeah. So this was the actual way I was supposed to go. Not the shortcut plate that I took, but you know, never mind. So I've got to work my way through the bear traps. There's a dude. Just be careful, working your way through these bear traps.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Oh, no, no. What are you doing, Alan? Pissing about? That sucker. Gotta be near the end of this chapter now.
One desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though
I wish I knew.
Spat out.
I wish I knew where them holes were.
And each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
No. The chainsaw, Jesus. Hunting rifle. Right, so this is obviously gonna be the boss battle of this chapter now. Okay. I've got 5 rifle bullets. I've got 1 flare.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Okay. More flares. Let's take that. And I think is there a way up the other side as well? Because that did point up here somewhere, so... I don't think I can get back on top of there. I don't think I can get up any further than that, I don't think. If we're being honest. But then, why is that pointing over that way though? Why was that pointing up to... I don't know. I don't think there's anything more in this area, I don't think. There's nothing else on top of there. Is there? No, there's definitely nothing else in this area. We've got the flares from there, that's fine. No, I think that's it. Right. Let's get a move. Because so that pointed that way, right? So we come up here. That points that way, doesn't it? Or does it point up that way to go up that way? No. See, to me, it points to go up this way, but I don't know why. Because there's nothing up here. No, I think I'm mistaken there. I think that's that. I don't think there's anything else in this section. So let's just head back. Oh, nice. Oh, that was so nice. That was literally right at the last second. That was dope. That was dope. Right.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Them flares off your hands. Oh, there in a minute. Coffee thermos. How many of these have I actually collected up to now? Let's have a look. Stats. Kills with revolver, blah 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 blah. Manuscript pages, 27 out of 106. Coffee thermos is found 24 out of 100. Can pyramids knocked over? Well, I found one of them before. I tried to shoot at it, but that didn't work.
Beware of Widowmakers.
that say? The darkness wears her face. The darkness wears her face. Hunting rifle. Manuscript hiding. Can't hide from me. Wait feels the dark
Shadows stirred and
presence.
the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Oh, I'm using that. That's where we were before. Chainsaw dude. Where are you? Go, chainsaw dude. Oh, right in the face. Chainsaw dude. What a hunting rifle, shit.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got old Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I
still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
That much is true.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Just search this area for a minute. Oh, I'll be missing anything.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow along.
This chapter's for like 2 hours.
And the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
I wanted to go to bed like an hour ago. Not that I'm not enjoying the game, don't get me wrong, I fucking love it, but... Whoa! Where did you come from? Just appearing like that? Cheeky, cheeky.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
I got with it. This car handles awful. What's down here? Must be a reason why them steps were here. There's a manuscript. That to be something. Glad I didn't miss it.
There was no misunderstanding. Cauldron Lake was where Alice and I had stayed, but there was no cabin and no island. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? What had happened to Alice? I had to get her back. I couldn't face life without her.
Risk it all to get that manuscript now, get a fucking move on. Oh my god. I got your ass. Top one. That's car broke. What is going on here?
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Oh, there it is. Oh. I'm not fucking about, I'm not fucking about, I'm not. Oh! Woo! It's 2 for 2. Which cabin is it at? Up at the top.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Oh, we were in this one. Oh, God. Oh, there it is. Put the top. Oh, look at all these birds.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
The darkness controls the taken. Are you watching this now?
Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
There we go.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Uh-oh. Right, there we go, guys. Episode 2, over and done. Super, super duper. Yeah. End of episode 2.
Previously on Alan Wake.
We don't need that. Unlocked an achievement as well, Park Ranger achievement. So that was the end of episode 2. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to tune in. Hopefully going to be streaming again tomorrow for episode 3. We're going to keep doing this on a nightly basis as much as I possibly can until the end of the game, guys. So yeah. As always, I'm going to be uploading this video over to YouTube as well for those who would rather watch it there. It still will be available on the Twitch channel though. So as always, don't forget to rate and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. You can get at me in most places, wherever you want. So yeah, that's it from me. I'm off to Bedfordshire right now. So yeah, check me out tomorrow, guys. Peace.